Greetings in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. And I just wanted to share something. Have you ever found that you were having a hard time to sleep in the evening? I'd say it doesn't matter what time you go to bed, then you can't sleep, or maybe you might go to sleep for a while and then all of a sudden you're waking up. Well, one of those things that happens to Christians is it's kind of like a wake-up call. It can be a prayer call. It can be maybe alerting you to some kind of a danger that may be around your property. Hopefully that's never the case. But at the same time, there are things that the Lord would really have us to do to intercede in prayer on other people's behalf, because there are so many things that people are struggling with today, as we all know. And one of the things that had really come to mind was, have you ever heard the saying, a lot of people would say, well, gee, if I was you, I would do this, or I would do that. Well, when we think about people, especially like our governmental authorities that are in charge of different areas of our life, whether it's a province, a country, and but we don't realize if we were in their shoes, could we really handle the stress that they're under? And so I really do believe that, especially in this day and age, we really need to hold up our government officials, and people around the world, because we can only go with what we know. And if we don't know all the particulars that are going on in the situation in those offices, those legislature buildings, and that sort of thing, we really kind of really are stepping into ground that we really shouldn't be into. And sometimes when we say things against other people or leaders, then we're really kind of opening a door to attack in our own lives. We may not recognize it. Things may just start going, south for us. And so we really need to be careful what we say. And one of the things that came to me when the Lord had shown me there this morning was in Proverbs chapter 14, because we really need to have faith that, to know that God is in charge of everything in our lives. And we really need to come to Him about whatever's going on. And like I said, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 14 says, the faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good man rewarded for his. And so if you do a good job for the Lord, you will be rewarded. You may not see that right away, but it will come for you, because this is Bible. God's never made any mistakes. He's never lied, and we can really trust Him, where a lot of people we feel we can't trust. And in the same chapter of Proverbs 14, verse 22 says, do not those who plot evil go astray? But those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. And a lot of times we will wonder sometimes how people can end up having the prayers answered, or a lot of things may come into their lives where they're really blessed. And other people, when they have done evil, it will gradually come back. And it will come against them, because God is not a respecter of persons. And however He treats one person, He will treat the same for the next person. So if you're doing evil, then sooner or later you're going to have to pay for the evil that you have done, because our God is our parent. He is our Father in heaven, and He will deal with us accordingly. You might think you're getting away with something for a while, but you're not going to get away with it for very long. And then again, too, we really need the wisdom of God when we make decisions in life. And in the book of Proverbs, again, too, chapter 4, verse 7 says, wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And in verse 10, hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. So He's promised us many years, as long as we are going along with His plans and His purposes. Like, sure, we have a lot of things that other things that we need to deal with in our lives, but as we begin our days with spending time with the Lord and really seeking His direction and His wisdom and knowledge, He will give it to us. Many times if you don't have a clue where things are going in your life, or things are really going wrong, and you're wondering like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Get that quiet time alone with the Lord. Anytime you can do it. Maybe you have children, and so you don't have the time through the day. There's got to be some time before you go to sleep, or even if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't sleep. As you rest in the presence of the Lord, He will. This has happened to me over and over again. When I can't sleep, I will go in the presence of the Lord, just sit there and say, Lord, just wrap your arms around me. Let me feel your presence. Help me quiet my spirit and my soul. I don't know why I'm being really not able to sleep, and where I'm wrestling with this and feeling this unrest. I just ask that you would just hold me. Put your arms around me and hold me. And little by little, as you sit there and just really just let the quietness come in. And before long, you will have a peace. You'll be able to go back to sleep and then be able to wake up the next day feeling refreshed. And I'm not saying that for everybody that this is going to happen right away. I have found over the years that as I gradually began to take that time with the Lord, sometimes it would take weeks, and even sometimes I will have to say it has taken me months to be able to quiet my spirit and just really just sit there. And I didn't have a prayer list many times. I would just say, Lord, I just want to sense your presence. Just come and just let me feel your presence. And little by little, that has come. So I would just encourage you today, just keep bringing things to the Lord, and especially pray for your leaders, pray for your bosses, your families, anything at all possible. Just keep praying and don't give up. God hears everything, no matter whether you know it or not. He does hear, and He is a rewarder of those who are faithful, especially to prayer. So God bless you today.